Всем привет, дорогие зрители и подписчики развлекательного канала S&G. Меня зовут Слуцкий Александр. И это сюрприз на канале. Мы начинаем проходить Game of Thrones. Игру престолов, друзья мои. Да, все-таки я решил эту игру начать проходить. Не далее, как завтра выйдет второй эпизод. А сегодня я решил пройти первый. Вообще, когда она вышла только, я как-то затормозил с прохождением. Там многие летсплейщики, многие авторы на YouTube уже сразу же взяли быка за рога, так скажем, и первый эпизод прошли на свои каналы. Но я как-то с этим замедлил и потом думал, да ладно, уже сам поиграю, но записывать не стану. Но все же решил, что нужно продолжать традицию на канале. Все-таки у нас и 2 сезона ходячих на канале есть. Так что ищите в плейлистах. Есть также и Волк среди нас. Все это игры от Telltale. Не было Borderlands, да. Но это уж вообще не моя тема, поэтому я пропустил. А вот Игра престолов — это действительно сериал, который мне очень понравился в свое время. Я до сих пор его смотрю, потому что сейчас-то перерыв между сезонами, и все ждут 5-й, который выйдет в апреле. И я решил и себе напомнить вообще события этой вселенной. Да и вам, я думаю. Те, кто смотрел у других авторов, ну я не знаю, может быть вам будет интересно смотреть на мою реакцию. Я сам знаю, что тут будет примерно. Поэтому, такой уж сильной реакции не ждите на события. Но тем не менее, попробую сделать это видео вам интересным. Вообще, те, кто не знаком с этой вселенной, я скажу сразу, для вас я рассказывать все подробно, что тут вообще происходит, не буду. Можете воспринимать это как, отдельную историю, что ли. Может быть, так вам будет легче. А вообще, я бы советовал посмотреть сначала сериалы. Я уж не говорю о книгах, потому что я сам их не читал. Сезоны сериала я бы вам рекомендовал посмотреть, потому что, вы тогда еще более окунетесь в атмосферу Игры престолов и многое здесь поймете. Играть я буду на клавомыши, играю на ПК, естественно. Поэтому, если будете слышать щелчки мыши или звук клавиш, прошу прощения заранее. Но геймпад у меня в играх от Telltale ведет себя неадекватно. Ладно, хватит лишних слов. Пора уже начинать. Я пройду весь эпизод за одно видео, так что вперед. Игра адаптируется под ваши действия. История будет развиваться так, как решите вы. На протяжении тысячелетий Форестеры были верными знаменосцами Старков. Ныне на севере разразилась война, и вражеские дома хотят присвоить рощу железностволов, которой владеют Форестеры, себе. Железностволы — редкие деревья, которые произрастают в самых темных уголках Волчьего леса. В эти смутные времена судьба дома Форестеров висит на волоске. Гаррет Таттл. Играть будем за него сначала. Оруженосец, если кто еще не понял. Ну что, давайте очистим.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend.
Почему это нет?
Why not?
They don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know. A hand in what? Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
Тише, пусть договорит.
Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Oh, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer? Aye. Well, I had a hand in it. Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Я тебе не
Don't take orders
подчиняюсь.
from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
King in the North!
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock! Death to the
Зима близко.
Winter is coming.
Let's hope it waits till this bloody war's over.
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this,
Это его сын?
false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a
Со
while
мной?
now.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
Я хочу сражаться.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Я вас не
Thank you, my
подведу.
lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Значит, найти Родрика.
Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand?
Да, участь у напарника, конечно.
Can I get up to you?
Ладно, погнали.
No problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Напомню, мы не должны никому говорить, что будем,
Wine. It's brother mine.
ну, как бы завтра воином вместо оруженосца.
Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his
Лорд
own
нам
wine
сказал.
for once.
Просто выполняй свою работу.
Squire and an arrogant prick.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norrin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the
Он
greatest
взял
honor in the
сейчас,
Seven
вроде как и
Kingdoms.
опустил.
I suppose this beats pig farming.
Закрой
Just
свой
shut
рот.
your mouth.
It's the truth. It's not like I'm making it up. All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking...
Когда-нибудь тебя повысят.
You'll get there.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Близнецы, крепость дома Фреев, красная свадьба. Многие знают, что это означает. И что сейчас произойдет. Но я не буду спойлерить.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding.
Собственно, видите оружие, да? Вроде как праздник, вроде как свадьба, а все в доспехах, все с оружием. И уже наготове, причем. Подозрительно.
What's wrong?
Наш герой. Ничего, все в порядке.
I'm fine.
I'm so glad to hear it. I'll take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Спасем его.
But what about...
Спасем дурака.
What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
Беги.
Run!
Вот и началось, друзья. Уолдер Фрей предатель.
We need to get back to camp.
И свадьба была спланирована. Спокойно. Тихо, я не успел. А вот и Родрик. Кого? Ох, успел. Ну как же здесь? Их же дохренища. Наши воины не ожидали такого. Ох, расстрел. Спасем их? Лежать. А вот здесь уже повезло. Давай, вперед! К укрытию. Давай, 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 давай. Вот это плохо. Вот это плохо. Да что ж такое-то, опять схватили. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Под копыта не угодить. Раскачали, отлично. Ой-ой-ой, как жестко. Ах ты ж. Ну, кстати, он может быть жив, если честно. А вот и лорд. Я пытался спасти его. Вообще, я вот, если честно, может быть, он жив, реально. Там потому что такое ранение было, ну, не смертельное, вроде как. Лошадью его придавило. Может, просто сознание потерял. Меч, 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 меч. Да возьми ты уже меч. Ах ты ж.
You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Совсем тяжко лорду.
Seven hells.
Нам нужно продолжать путь.
Move him, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time's over.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go.
Я исполню ваш приказ.
Command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you.
А, черт, идут.
Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost.
Северная роща
No one but him.
не должна быть потеряна.
You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan.
Клянусь,
I swear that I will, my lord.
Северная роща не должна быть потеряна.
Now go.
Только ему.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
With love from Walder Frey.
Лорд мертв. Такое начало, друзья. Заставку я вырезал, потому что за нее летят авторские права. Эпизод 1. Железные изо льда. Земли Форестеров, Королевский тракт. Наш герой теперь один, и в мире войны выжить будет достаточно сложно. Но мы попробуем. Свинюшка. Мы возвращаемся на свою ферму, да? Как мы выяснили, он был свинопасом. Используйте мышь, чтобы осмотреться. Ладно. О, черт.
Lord. Fresh.
Свежая кровь. Меня это не радует. Но вообще... О. Надеюсь, это кровь свиньи была. Вообще прошло время после того, как я играл. Так что я кое-что подзабыл уже. Поэтому все же могу удивляться. Не удивляйтесь. Вроде как сказал вначале, что уже проходил, но тем не менее. Давно это было. Слушайте. Здесь ничего мы не найдем. Похоже, что нет. Что с этой телегой? Почему она... Почему все опрокинуто вообще здесь? И пусто, никого нет.
That's father's car.
Это еще и телега отца.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Копья врагов дотянулись и до сюда.
But at least still have his bacon.
Болтоном. Похоже, весь скот отбирает, да? Черт.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on.
Просто подойдем.
I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself.
Я убил им
Probably a
человека.
deserter.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you?
Да, вообще да. Не очень. Тяжеловатый меч.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land.
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the
Какие у
new
нас
Lord
шансы? Их
Bolton.
трое.
I reckon
Мы с
he
тяжелым
might
мечом.
have a lordly sword like that.
Пока он издевается, он всерьез не... Ой, отец-то совсем плохо.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Пошел ты.
Fuck you.
Никаких шансов.
All right. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
Вилы, 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 бери, 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 бери. Или топор.
They are a
Топор. -1. Хорошо, что они не двое сразу атакуют, а? А, и ты пошел с этим мечом, да? Ох ты ж, блин! Спокойно.
Mercy, please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. No, please. Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Да мне плевать. Почему я убил, вы спросите? Потому что они пытались убить, и они убили отца, похоже, да? Что отец умирает.
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
О, черт, и сестру тоже. Закололи.
I tried to stop them.
Да, отец тоже мертв.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Угу, одного уже убил. Блин, даже двоих. Герой остался и без семьи. Хотя бы меч сохранили. Железный холм, крепость дома Форестеров. С такой раной. Мне кажется, он долго бы не протянул.
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Тем не менее, нас узнали сразу. Помните, что нужно дяде сказать, чтобы Северная Роща не досталась врагам. И только ему.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly. Two white
Знакомые все лица.
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
Оу,
This
8
never would
лет.
have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable, unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Старков, к сожалению, больше нет.
Sister.
Как таковых. Есть, конечно, остатки.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than
Я сделал бы это еще
Do it
раз.
again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Раскрыть рану. О!
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious
что же нам
man
теперь
who
делать-то?
would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands.
Лорд
now,
Итан.
although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself.
Его nельзя было
As good
спасти.
a sword as any man I've seen.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
А это работает, личинки.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Ладно. Посмотрим на место лорда. Которое теперь займет молодой Итан.
The Ironwood Grove.
После красной свадьбы многое на севере мира Игры престолов изменилось. Изменилось все это не в лучшую сторону. Но вообще, что я вам рассказываю? Ну, я уже говорил, что для тех, кто знаком с этой вселенной, я думаю, это и рассказывать не нужно. Все и так знают. Это одно из главных событий вообще. Красная свадьба. Так, а куда нам идти-то, я-мою? Тут нас не пускают вроде. Надеюсь, нога заживет быстро, потому что, по идее... Давайте на гобелен посмотрим. По идее, наш герой должен быть в силах, потому что здесь нужно будет, я думаю, еще не раз силу применять. Эшер.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Изгнанный в Эссос. Талия и
Talia and
Итан.
Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose.
Все
Although,
еще в Королевской
I wonder if
гавани
they'll bring
мира.
her home.
Леди
Lady
Форестер.
Forrester. She's always been kind to me.
Очень похожа она на
Like I
Леди
was a
Старк,
Forrester
если
myself.
честно. Вот здесь, вот на этом гобелене. Рион.
Ryan.
А, Райан.
Never easy being the fourth-born son. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Грегор Добрый. Вот как его звали. Родрик.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
К сожалению, мы их потеряли.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Давайте поговорим. Меч я
Does your leg
показывать
feel
не
weak?
хочу.
No. I just wanted to ask you,
Почему Уайтхиллы ненавидят
why do
нас?
the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someone's, and then, well, here we are.
Уайтхиллы претендуют на нашу рощу.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Мне можно
Can I go
идти?
now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Он был
He's a
героем.
hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
Он очень храбро сражался.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Так и есть.
My lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
Он сказал, что любит вас.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course.
Помните
my
про
lady.
рощу?
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous.
Так.
Especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White
Oh,
House.
Ramsay.
Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution.
Сюда едет Рамси.
Ramsay Snow is coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within the week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already.
Они заслужили смерти.
They deserve to die.
Будем отыгрывать
All
роль
of them.
мстителя
I say
такого.
we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for
Пекло
what he
их.
did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay.
Куда я пойду?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall.
О,
Boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
стена.
I'm
Ну
afraid
да,
it's
да.
the only solution. Especially
Я согласен.
when the house is so vulnerable.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Но это проблему-то не решает. Рамси снова докопается все равно. Вот серьезно, идет такая крупная война, да, то есть, ну, ради одного, я не знаю, будут его искать, ради его одного, хотя всякое, тут между домами такие взаимоотношения, что могут искать, действительно. Доберемся ли мы до стены? В общем, вопрос.
And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own.
Нам нужно сказать.
Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war.
Кроме тебя у меня никого не осталось.
You're the only family I have left.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Так, вот. Только дяде. Помните?
What?
Северная роща не должна быть потеряна.
Asked me to give you a message. He said, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed.
Он сказал передать это только тебе.
He said, "Tell only you."
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Никому не
Of
сказал.
course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you.
Что же это за северная роща, блин, интересно.
But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Ай,
Don't breathe a
не
word of it to
расскажешь.
anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Хранить эту тайну до конца своих дней. Ладно.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
Я буду служить с
I'll
честью.
serve with honor.
I know you will.
Ни женщин, никаких развлечений, ничего на стене. Только стоять на страже ночного дозора.
Garrett, wait!
Что это за амулет? Амулет Талли.
Be safe.
Только приехали сразу в путь. На стену. Время не ждет, иначе Рэмси доберется до нашего героя, и мы знаем, что Рэмси может сделать с людьми. Ну что, я так понимаю, будем играть сейчас за другого героя. Итан. Итан Форестер, лорд дома Форестеров. Теперь лорд, да, теперь вот этот мальчик является лордом.
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Да
Ethan's
тут
fine.
я.
He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise,
I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Да уж. В гнезде
perfectly
интриг
safe, I
она. В
promise.
самом эпицентре.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett.
Гаррет сильный.
He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Мелкий.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
Он
He
недооценивает
doesn't
меня.
know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Я с ней
He taught
согласен.
Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun.
Мелкий прикольный.
Then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher
Просто повзрослел.
just got angry at everything.
А Эшер изменился.
Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are.
В связи с
I know the
обязанностями
Lord has
лорда
many
я не знаю.
responsibilities, but you don't
Возможно,
need to be
придется
like them.
измениться.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Иначе никак.
But since you're the new lord,
М.
you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted. for
Нельзя
once.
вот так валять
You have to
дурака.
understand. Being lord is a great
Эх, ладно,
responsibility.
зачем мы маленькому это
Can't
говорим?
just fool around.
Можно было и без
Thank
этих
you for that,
нравоучений.
Roderick.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Пора идти.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected.
Он уже здесь.
Come demanding justice.
Он уже здесь.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord,
Надо
I'd
идти.
command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Ройланд, Ройланд, Ройланд. Остаться бы нам все равно не позволили. Грустная картина на самом деле. Напряжение, а? Вот звенит воздух, серьезно.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad.
Прикажите ему уйти.
Tell him to go away.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you'd like.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is.
Пятеро.
He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Я готов драться, ребят. Серьезно.
Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother.
Ах ты ж, тварь.
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Вот, вылезла правда. Он умер как герой.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Успокойся.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's
Довольно.
enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Опа, это же тот.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Да что ты.
Hear that? Attack.
Вы убили его семью.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men, and a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire?
Провоцирует.
Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
Он поступил как
Defending
мужчина.
his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
Его отправили на
He was
стену.
sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall?
Ну а что ты хотел?
Answer me. Who's the one who
Yeah.
did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me.
И что ты будешь делать?
I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Нам все равно перед ним придется отвечать.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Леди Форестер.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Наш разговор
This
окончен.
is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
На самом деле с честью отстояли. Но, понятное дело, ждут нас очень серьезные последствия.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when
Это будет посерьезнее.
to see you bend the knee.
Это будет серьезнее.
Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Чем это пришествие. Рамси это Рамси. Все знают, на что он способен, все знают, какой он ненормальный. Так что А вот и Мира. Служанка она. Да, тоже недалеко от свинопаса. Хотя, все-таки в Королевской гавани. Это наша комната. Интересно, по временному отрезку это сколько-то прошло времени, или это прям в реальном времени нам показывают события? То есть одновременно, что там происходит, что здесь. Амулет. Итан.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Леди Маргари.
It once belonged to Lady Elena.
В хороших отношениях с ней, значит.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Да уж, много о нем ходит слухов. Незаконченное письмо. Давайте прочитаем.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Здесь, в Королевской гавани, надо быть хитрым. Надо быть очень хитрым, изворотливым и не попасться на уловки других хитрецов, скажем так. Вот здесь настоящая игра престолов идет. Все ведут свои игры, все преследуют свои цели. Старая мыльная... пыльная книга. Какая мыльная?
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Подарки от родных.
I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Письмо от матери.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Как никогда нам нужна ее помощь на самом деле, потому что, вы помните, что там происходит. Будем пытаться ее заполучить.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Да, заходи.
Come in.
Мать ничего не уточнила на самом деле в письме-то.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Я волнуюсь за свою семью.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Да, я ее
I'm
служанка.
her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Вот это вот
They
Серсея.
appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
Ты подслушивал их?
Eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Хорошая позиция, да?
Good night, my lady.
У него может быть со временем куча ценных сведений. Это надо запомнить. И этим пользоваться, постараться, по крайней мере. О, Маргари.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
Вот она. Вы очень добры.
You're very kind, my lady.
Я не знаю, она честно говорит или нет. Вряд ли, наверное.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Она-то может.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Ну, вот тебе здрасте.
She was very pleased with herself.
Я не предательница.
Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you and, by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
Что я должна сказать?
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Это легко сказать.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Сказать ей то, что она хочет услышать.
See if the queen
Мы постараемся.
will receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Еще раз повторюсь, мы постараемся. Ну что? Все готово? Серсея. Ох, Серсея. Очень непростой разговор нас ждет. Чувствовать одно, говорить другое. Совсем иначе будем поступать, нежели когда играли за Итана только что. Я вижу моего любимого персонажа в этом сериале. В этой вселенной. Я думаю, вы догадались, о ком речь. Вот об этом. Тирионе Ланнистере.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission.
Ну, скулу у нее тут не выделили так, как, ну, у реальной актрисы. Опустить голову.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not.
Мы служим королю Джоффри.
She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Я согласна.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you, if you have any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Он новый хранитель.
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. and I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions, while in fact
Tyrion
saying
хорош.
nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Для нашего общего блага.
Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Я сделаю
Yes,
все.
Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Меня спрашивают, служанку? Я не стану
I won't
судить ее.
judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
Хотя нет, скулы все-таки выделяются.
I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be
О
such a
чем я
hard
вообще?
thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
Противоречий не будет. Опять ушли от ответа.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Короля?
King, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Это же... Надеюсь, Маргаret это поймет.
Crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of
Tyrion
King's
хорош.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Ну, как могли, собственно. Следовали совету Маргари, но на самом деле, мне кажется, надо было правду говорить.
I'll walk you out.
Tyrion,
This may
Tyrion,
come
Tyrion.
as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Моя семья в
These would be trying
опасности.
times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course,
Мне не
found it
нравится
all highly
Серсея.
entertaining.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing.
А то.
My sister and I have our differences.
Это я знаю.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Вот это уже меня
The crown
радует.
needs boats, boats need wood, and I speak for
Вы
the
можете
crown,
помочь моей
Mr.
семье?
Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you
Это так.
and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Конечно. Да.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Она, конечно, всего не знает и, наверное,
Now, if you'll excuse me, I
задумалась бы.
promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Санса
Three
Старк.
beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Спокойной ночи.
Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Абсолютно согласен с этим определением Королевской гавани. Она ведь всего не знает, мы знаем, потому что нам дали возможность посмотреть ситуацию. А ведь наша героиня не в курсе вообще всего. Мира не знает, что сейчас придет туда Рамси. Все прошло хорошо.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Это мягко сказано.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white
О,
coat of
Господи.
yours. What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
Женские разговоры, подыграем.
From what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
О, за этого
He
засранца.
does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have.
Представь,
as
какие
queen
проблемы
of
бы ты
7
имела.
kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Смешно.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Бриена.
Sir
Вспомнили.
Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
Простите.
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Славно, что удовлетворена.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
Нельзя
Not
угодить
always
всем.
so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my
Вот
lady.
не нравится мне вторая служанка,
There's
она может
been
выдать.
something on my mind. Something important.
Ну что, попросим. Тирион же, ну ладно. Играем в игры дальше.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Хотя бы будет
Whatever you wish
2
to say,
шанса
you
вместо
can say it in
одного.
front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Ох уж не знаю.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Вот это правильно. Сэра это запомнит.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request. Especially
Очень
now.
серьезная просьба. Защищать
Joffrey knows only
знаменосцев
too well
Старков,
the
да?
family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene.
Вот-вот.
Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Король без ума от вас.
Bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
По крайней мере, есть шанс. Рамси говорили, через неделю, да, придет. То есть время вроде как есть. Ну что ж, уходим от мира и возвращаемся к нашему первому герою. Королевский тракт, Волчий лес. Идем к стене. Что происходит? Отлично, остались без коня. Замечательно.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game.
А вот и Рамси.
Did you know my ancestors wore the
Обдирает
skin
кожу.
of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
Уже едет.
A day, my lord. Two at most.
День-два.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
Черт.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Надеемся, надеемся, надеемся. Спокойно, спокойно.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Пронесло. Совсем уже близко. День-два, и они в доме Форестеров. А с этим парнем, на него даже смотреть страшно будет, я уверен. Со спины он выглядит еще нормально, но общем, что творит Рамси? Вы видите сами. Просто содрал кожу. Полностью. Ну что, здесь мы продолжаем гнуть свою линию. Будем сражаться. Что такое опять?
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
300 поколений, капец.
Who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Грегор Добрый.
He was fair and wise.
Как назовут меня?
What will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Что такое опять?
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan.
Кто этот человек?
Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed.
Так. Ну-ка.
We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead
Оружие.
we caught him stealing them.
Зачем ты это делал?
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've
Что?
a family to feed. And not two coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone.
Сеет смуту такими возгласами. Сеет смуту.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling.
На самом деле он прав.
We'll never survive the coming winter.
Значит, ты сознаешься в преступлении?
In front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Кто-то там за, кто-то против. Я думаю, среднее наказание будет вполне приемлемым. Только какой выбор у нас будет?
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man.
Нет, ты виноват.
It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
I, Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
Oh, please, my lord!
Жестоко.
My lord, please! Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence.
Ага, черт.
I am willing to carry it out, if you do not feel ready.
I will carry
Сами
out the
сделаем.
sentence.
Надо привыкать.
This is injustice, my lord!
Это Игра престолов, дорогие зрители. Привыкайте и вы. Явно сестра не в восторге от такого решения.
That was
Понятное дело.
certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Не знаю, можно, конечно...
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Кого бы вы выбрали?
There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
Да, это заметно.
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office.
Я не знаю, стража бы я выбрал.
It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
Стражем бы я... Я сделал верный выбор. Все-таки дядю, помните про рощу? Только ему надо было говорить. Может быть, все-таки только ему стоит доверять. Но с Рамси я бы пожестче обошелся. С его приемом. Серьезно. С такими людьми церемониться это только себе дороже. Вот и что тут, пойми, ты сделаешь, да? Давайте подойдем сначала к дяде.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Какой дядя?
Слушайте.
Нет. Я немножко попутал сейчас, конечно, прошу прощения.
And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes
Хотели бы вы им стать?
Would you want to be the sentinel?
More than you can imagine, my lord. With all due respect for Sir Royland, there's no one better suited to the role than me.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Знаете, как бы я думал спросить его еще и о втором претенденте на должность, да, но не дала игра мне это. Райан. Нет, с ним разговаривать не буду. О нем все, в принципе, понятно. Такой жесткий дядька. Хочу спросить его о другом претенденте. Какова наша оборона?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Еще могу поговорить. Мне нужен страж.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need.
Хороший воин.
Might I remind
Но
you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do
если
that.
мы его не выберем, он нас предаст.
And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices.
Дункан хороший человек.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man, wise even, but he has no business being sentinel.
Возможно, кстати, вот он прав.
But now's the time for action.
Возможно, он тут прав.
When will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Ладно. Пойдем к мейстеру. Вообще... Малкольм.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
А вот и дядя.
It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Куда ты едешь?
At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she
Даже так, Эшера
I
возвращаем.
will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind.
С ним мы не знакомы.
She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job.
Согласен.
He'd be a fine choice. And
А почему ты так уверен?
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Вот. Дядя прав, действительно.
I need to talk to you.
Так. Это вот будет непростой разговор сейчас. Очень непростой.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Так.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you.
Думаешь, это легко?
I'm the third-born son. Father never prepared me for this. I'm doing the best I can.
I know you are, Ethan. I know. I know you told me you'd have to change, but I suppose I hadn't believed you would.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility.
Гарреду это жизнь спасло.
They need me to, but...
Так что я бы не стал.
Ethan, please. Tell
Ну-ка.
me.
Давайте у нее спросим. Хотя... Ну да, я так и думал. Все доверяют тому, все доверяют этому. Я выберу воина. Я выберу воина.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Ну, я так и думал, что игра даст нам совет от одного персонажа за одного стража и от другого персонажа за другого стража, собственно. Это предсказуемо было. Дункан. Смотреть на еду. А где мейстер-то? А, вот он. Чем нам смотреть на еду? Ее мало, говорят. Эту проблему тоже надо бы решать.
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Да, готов.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Я не знаю, обязательно напишите в комментариях, если играли, что выбрали вы и как вы оцениваете мои выборы, потому что очень интересно вот на эту тему порассуждать. Надеюсь увидеть вашу активность. Малый совет, друзья. Жаль, конечно, но все-таки Ройланду я доверюсь. Ох, подведет это, может быть, в дальнейшем.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Вы оба достойны.
Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Sir Royland de Gore,
Ройланд де
you will
Гор.
be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need
Без
to prepare
паники.
for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You'd gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel.
Попробуем.
He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Прекратите.
Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Неплохо.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
Вряд ли это заставит его. Вообще может быть.
Gentlemen, please.
В споре
Thank the
рождается
gods Mira has
истина.
asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment.
Что ты посоветуешь?
What do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Нет, я не согласен с
Why not make an offering
с
for
мамой.
peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough.
Просто откупиться. Мы дадим бой.
My sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face.
Нет.
Lord to lord.
Нет.
Lord Ethan?
Нет. Заставлю подождать у ворот.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
That's enough from you, Tuttle. Lord Ethan has spoken. Obey his command.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this
Ну,
house.
здрасте, приехали.
You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
I'd hoped for better from you, my lord.
Ушел. Ну что ж, от Дункана мы больше...
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord. where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Значит, бой. Выбрали мы
There will
метод
always be
силы.
those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
Хочешь
But
сделать
won't you be
его
lord if
лордом?
he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too.
Хотел бы я на него
Do
посмотреть.
you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But
Эшер опасен.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
having another sword at your side always helps, especially now. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs.
Да, я согласен, на самом деле.
Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essex.
Все-таки она решила поинтересоваться.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forrester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Есть варианты, наклевываются. Но самое главное сейчас встреча с Рамси. Вот что нас ждет. Мы снова в Красном замке. Снова играем за нашу служаночку. Печать семьи Тирл. Что если мы возьмем печать сейчас себе? Странный ключ. И ключ возьмем. Да, у служанок тоже есть свои привилегии.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king? I thought you might want to know. Thank you. I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years.
Прости.
I'm sorry, Sarah. You shouldn't take it personally.
Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us. Friends don't hold secrets from one another. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
Разговор не удался. Видно по лицу.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
Плохо.
What can I do to make this better?
Джоффри, лучше не
There's
злить.
nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family.
Помощи здесь не будет. Помощи здесь не будет.
Milady.
Опять он?
Begging your pardon, milady.
Как долго ты был здесь?
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei.
Да никто и не сомневался.
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
Как ты можешь помочь мне?
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
А зачем это ему?
I'm sorry.
Честно говоря, рисковать
I really
так?
must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
И что же это за люди?
Where the bloody hell is Duncan? Ah, fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
The gods haven't favoured us, have they?
My lord, remember our words. Iron from ice. From that which seems hopeless comes strength.
Bolton men approaching, my lord.
Где наши воины-то? Я что-то не вижу. У ворот, помните, да? Встречаем у ворот. А, черт. Рамси. Идет. Вместе с тем мужичком, который приходил уже к нам.
Something wrong with your gate?
Да, людей, конечно, у нас маловастенько.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a
Чему спешка? Вы замерзли?
Why the hurry? Are you cold?
You know, I am a bit. Fortunately, there's no shortage of wood to burn around here. Thank you, my lord.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
What do you think?
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Я что-то не понял. Мы, по-моему, другой план придумывали, нет? Ройланд, ты что творишь вообще?
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
Ройланд, ты обещал, да? А, черт. Я-то думал. Встретим, как подобает. А нет. По сути, ничего не поменялось.
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here
Попробуем.
for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone
Что если
can
мы
say
откажемся?
they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Вашему отцу не стоит беспокоиться.
Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
Whitehill
Yet
солгал
your
вам.
man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
Whitehillы
Whitehills had
погубят
Ironwood
леса.
once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before.
Половину, значит.
To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace.
они принесут нам лишние проблемы.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Не понял.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
Что он несет, а?
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
У нас еще есть что обсудить, как бы.
Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord.
Самое печальное, что ему за это... Ничего не будет.
I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this. However, the Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop!
Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Черт. Еще и Райана забрали.
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him.
Fetch the maester, quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Please, stop!
Don't let him take me!
You will not take
Stop
him!
them, please! Ryan, please!
No!
Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
На этом первый эпизод Игры престолов от Telltale завершился. Но история только началась. Посмотрим, что будет в следующем эпизоде.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Всем спасибо, друзья, кто смотрел. Ждите второй эпизод уже совсем скоро. Лайк тоже не забудьте поставить, это очень помогает каналу. Надеюсь, что вам все понравилось, мне так уж точно. Я знал, чем завершится, поэтому не было такой уж реакции. Вай. Но вот Рамси, я не знаю, короче говоря. Я очень хочу, чтобы уже что-то кто-то с ним сделал. Хоть в сериале, хоть здесь. Ну, блин, бесит же. Вы и 51%, короче, что? Остались. В общем, тут переводчики объясняют, почему они это не переводят, потому что это из онлайн-базы изымаются эти данные, поэтому они не имеют доступа к этому контенту, поэтому здесь не переведено. Друзья, я не буду вас мучить моим кривым английским. Сами переведете и посмотрите мои выборы, они на экране. Ну что ж, друзья мои, всем спасибо и всем пока. Увидимся в других видео. И удачи!